Think about your birth month again, not as a label, not as a number on a calendar, but as a doorway into your deeper nature. Carl Jung believed the unconscious speaks in symbols, and time, seasons, months, cycles is one of the deepest symbols of all. What if your birthday wasn't random? What if it's a message, a pattern, a hidden blueprint written by the rhythm of the earth? Let's continue exploring. If you were born in January, you carry the energy of the sage, the beginning of the year, the quiet of winter. You don't chase attention. You build from the inside. You move slow but deep. You question things others take for granted. You seek truth, not trends. But your challenge? Isolation. You can carry too much. You can forget to ask for help, because you're used to being the one with answers. Let that go. It's okay to be wise and vulnerable. If you were born in February, you carry the archetype of the visionary, cold on the outside, but full of spark inside. You see what others miss. You question systems, traditions, norms. Your mind doesn't follow straight lines. You create, you imagine, you reinvent. But people might not understand you. That's the price of vision. Don't shrink. Don't simplify yourself to fit in. The world needs your weird brilliance, even if it doesn't say so out loud. If you were born in March, you are the bridge between two worlds, winter turning to spring, stillness becoming motion. You live in tension and beauty. You feel more than most. You notice shifts. You sense moods. You adapt, but sometimes too much. You lose your shape for the sake of peace. Don't do that. Your gift is balance, not erasing yourself. Learn to stand in between without disappearing. If you were born in April, you are the warrior, not the brute, not the brawler, the true warrior. Clear mind, clean heart, strong will. You act. You protect. You move when others freeze. But here's the trap: you can become addicted to battles, always needing something to push against. Let go of the fight when it's not needed. Not every hill is worth dying on. Sometimes peace is power. If you were born in May, you are the nurturer. You bring calm. You soften the room. You hold space without needing to speak. People lean on you, trust you, cry around you, because you make them feel safe. But don't forget this: even givers need to receive. Your challenge is boundaries. Learning that saying no is not cruelty, it's honesty. Protect your energy so you can keep being the light without burning out. If you were born in June, you are the messenger. You are words, movement, connection. You bring people together. You translate feeling into language. You make the complex simple. But your challenge is stillness. Your mind can race. Your voice can mask your vulnerability. Slow down. Silence doesn't mean emptiness. Sometimes the truth arrives only when we stop talking. If you were born in July, you carry the heart of the protector. You feel deeply, and you love fiercely. You are loyal to a fault. You remember everything, the kindness and the cruelty. You build your life around those you love. But remember this: you can't protect others from their path. Let people grow. Let them fall if they must. Don't carry everyone. Carry yourself first, then love from overflow, not depletion. If you were born in August, you are the leader, not always by choice, but because your presence demands it. You are radiant. You are strong. You hold the room just by walking in. But leadership can become performance. Don't let the mask grow tighter than your skin. People follow you because of your truth, not your show. Be bold, yes, but also be honest. Lead with your soul, not your ego. If you were born in September, you are the scholar. You seek truth, structure, understanding. You ask why, and then you ask again. You think long before you act. You don't chase noise, you chase meaning. But your challenge? Perfection. You hold yourself to impossible standards, and sometimes others too. Let that go. There is beauty in the flawed. There is freedom in the unfinished. If you were born in October, you are the balancer. You sense harmony like others sense heat or cold. You feel the energy in a room. You move to restore it. You negotiate. You mediate. You soothe. But don't lose yourself in trying to please. Harmony is not about silence. It's about truth. Say what you feel, even if it shakes the peace. If you were born in November, you are the depth diver. Nothing about you is shallow. You want to know. You want to feel. You want to transform. You don't do small talk. You do soul. But here's the danger: you can go so deep you forget to surface. Let light in. Not every moment has to be intense. Healing includes laughter too. If you were born in December, you are the seer. You live at the edge of the year, the edge of endings and beginnings. You think ahead. You dream far. You see paths before others do. But sometimes, that vision isolates you. Stay grounded. Let others in. Don't live only in possibility. Bring your wisdom into the now. That's where the magic is. You've just walked through the spiral of time. 12 points. 12 invitations to know yourself deeper. Carl Jung didn't believe in fate. He believed in patterns. And the courage to face them. So what does your birth month whisper to you? What secret have you been carrying since your first breath? Your task isn't to fit your month. Your task is to listen and respond. To live aligned with the rhythm you were born into. Your birthday isn't an accident. It's a code, not for prediction but for reflection. Inward. There is always more to see. And every answer you're looking for was born with you. Knowing your archetype isn't enough. It's just the beginning. Because insight, without embodiment, becomes noise. Carl Jung taught that we must integrate the unconscious. That means bringing the symbolic into the real. The invisible visible. So ask yourself, what would it look like to live in alignment with the wisdom of your birth month? Let's return to January the sage. You're here to bring structure, to lead with wisdom, not noise. So build your days like temples, protect your time, speak only what matters, reflect before you act, let your calm be your strength. If you were born in February the visionary, you're here to see what others can. Single quotes. So make space for solitude. Read, dream, imagine, but don't isolate. Share your vision. Let your wild thoughts become rooted things. Create systems that hold your brilliance. March, you are the bridge. So live in the tension. Don't rush to resolve it. Practice presence. Be okay with ambiguity. Journal the in-between moments. Let your balance be your power. Grow the warrior. Channel your energy into purpose, not just motion. Create clear goals. Cut distractions. Train your mind like a sword. Be fierce, but never hard. Compassion is your sharpest weapon. May the nurturer set boundaries like gates, not walls. Love doesn't mean saying yes to everything. Create beauty. Low your mornings. Cook, garden, touch life gently. Let care begin with yourself. June the communicator. Write daily. Speak truth, not just cleverness. Make time for silence so your words have weight. Use your voice to lift, not just impress. Listen deeper than you talk. July the protector. Create rituals of connection. Check in on loved ones. Make your home a sanctuary, but don't overextend. Remember, your safety doesn't have to mean control. Trust, release, receive. August the leader. Lead with integrity, not image. Ask yourself, am I inspiring or performing? Make space for feedback. Lead from within. Remember, humility isn't weakness, it's your grounding cord. September the scholar. Set time to study and reflect. Read old books. Ask big questions. But don't hide an intellect. Take risks. Experiment. Let your mind serve your soul. October the balancer. Say the hard thing with a soft voice. Don't wait for perfect peace to speak your truth. Practice honest connection. Hold others gently, but hold yourself too. Your inner harmony shape the world around you. November the depth diver. Go deep. Yes, but come up for air. Practice joy. Find humor in the heaviness. Create art that reveals your inner truth. And let love reach you even when it feels risky. December the seer, your visions. Set long goals, but act today. Trust your instincts, but stay grounded in reality. Remember your imagination is sacred, but it needs structure to become real. These aren't rules, they're invitations. Archetypes aren't boxes, they're mirrors. They don't tell you who you must be. They show you who you already are. Carl Jung said, "Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens." So look inside. Look into your birth month. Not for labels but for lessons. The lessons hidden in the rhythm of time. In the whisper of winter. The breath of spring. The fire of summer. The quiet of fall. You are part of that cycle, not separate. Not random. You were born at a moment the earth was saying something. And that moment lives inside you. In your fears. Your dreams. Your habits. Your hope. And now, you have a choice. To ignore it, or to listen. To walk blindly, or to live in rhythm. Choose rhythm. Choose alignment. Choose depth. Let your birth month become a mirror. And then let that mirror guide you home. You've made it this far. That means you're ready to not just know yourself, but to remember yourself. To come back to the core you may have hidden, buried under what the world told you to be. Carl Jung believed that true transformation doesn't come from avoiding the dark. It comes from walking straight into it and carrying back the gold. That's what the shadow is. It's not just your pain, it's your power. And your birth month? It's not just a time on a calendar, it's a symbol, a key, a part of the myth you were born into. You're living a story, not a random one, a sacred one, but most people never read it. They live someone else's plot, chase someone else's ending, and wonder why their soul is silent. That won't be you anymore. Now, you see the pattern. You feel the rhythm. You understand that being born in January means solitude is a gift, not a curse. That being born in April means your fire must be aimed, not just released. That being born in November means your depth is not a problem. It's your medicine. So what will you do now? Will you return to sleep? Or will you begin walking the path of the awake, the integrated, the one who sees symbols and responds? You don't need to change who you are. You need to become who you are. Jung called this individuation, the process of becoming your true self. It's not easy, it's not quick, but it is beautiful, and it's yours. So as this video ends, here's what I want you to remember. Your birth month is not your destiny. It's a doorway, a pattern to observe, a map to follow, not with fear, but with curiosity. When you were born, the world was saying something. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to act? Good. Then begin. Live with awareness, with rhythm, with soul, because the deeper you know your story, the more powerfully you'll live it. And when you do, you won't just feel aligned, you'll feel whole, because wholeness was always the goal. Perfection. Wholeness. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. So this video stirred something in you. Subscribe to this channel. We go deeper than trends. We speak in symbols. We live in soul. Join our Telegram for exclusive reflections and early releases. And if you feel called to support our work, you can leave a super thanks below. Now go, not as someone who watches wisdom, but as someone who embodies it. Until next time, stay awake, stay inward, stay aligned.